Hello, my name is Nicholas Tinker and I will be facilitating this FGD session today. The purpose of this session is to discuss our thoughts and feelings about participating in mindfulness and meditation session during this course. There are no right or wrong or desirable or undesirable answer. However, I would like you to feel comfortable saying what you think and how you feel. The discussion will be video recorded. All group members have a right to their opinions and have a right to speak without being interrupted or disrespected by other group members. So my first question is, describe how you guys felt after completing each mindfulness breathing session.
Okay.
So the prompt is, how did you guys feeling about your ability to manage stress change or remain the same from mindful breathing from session 1 to session 5?
After each mindfulness breathing sessions, I usually felt more calm and relaxed, especially compared to how I felt before the sessions. It gave me a short break from stress and helped me refocus. From session 1 to session 5, my feelings about managing stress gradually changed. In the beginning, I wasn't sure if it would help, but by session 5, I start to feel more confident in using mindful breathing to calm myself. It did solve all my problems, but it gave me a simple tool I could rely on whenever I felt overwhelmed.
Honestly, how I felt after each session really swung from one extreme to another. In session 1, I was totally distracted, just thinking about everything else, so I didn't feel any real change. Session 2 was pretty much the same. My mind was still rising. By session 3, I actually felt more envious because I had this head action and just could not settle. But then, session 4 was a game changer. I felt incredible, peaceful, and focused. Like I finally got it. For session 5, even though I had pain and noise around me, I consciously tried to stay calm and actually managed to feel more grounded despite the distraction. So how did my stress management ability change? It started off pretty tough. I feel completely unable to handle distraction or my own anxiety.
As for me, in the first session, I was still a bit stressed, but by the third session, I felt more focused. By the fifth session, I was able to relax more easily and felt more in control. So the prompt for me is, my ability to manage got better with each session. At first, I wasn't sure it would help, but by the last session, I felt more confident using breathing to stay calm. My second question is, how have you practiced mindfulness breathing or used mindfulness techniques outside of the class this semester? So my prompt is, what are some strategies that you guys learn and use during this semester?
Outside of class, I have practiced mindfulness breathing when I feel stressed, especially before exam or while doing assignments. I take a few minutes to focus on my breathing to calm my mind. And one strategy I learned this semester is to do slow, deep breath while paying attention to how my body feels. I also try to stay present by noticing sounds or sensations around me. And these techniques help me feel more grounded and focused during stressful moments.
So thinking about how I have practiced mindfulness breathing outside of class this semester is mostly been about using it in those moments when anxiety starts to creep in or when I feel overwhelmed. I have noticed that simply taking a moment to focus on my breath helps to calm me down, allowing me to think more clearly and objectively. It's also made me more aware and present in my daily tasks, which has actually helped me be less distracted and more effective. Some specific strategies I have really learned into are actively trying to focus on my breath when I feel myself getting stressed and gently bringing my mind back to the present moment whenever it starts to wander. So I'm planning to keep using this, especially before repeat exam presentation or even just during talk conversation, as a way to maintain my emotional balance.
For me, for this semester, I practice mindfulness breathing before our midterm, and it helps me a lot before the exam start, and it also helped me when I felt overwhelmed. I also use it during study breaks, during outside of class, to make me to stay focused and to reduce my stress. So the prompt for me is, some strategies I used were deep breathing, like inhale for 4 seconds and exhale for 6 seconds. I'm also doing body scan to relax my muscle, and grounding techniques like focusing on my sense when I feel anxious. So my last question is, should mindfulness breathing be taught in college? Why or why not?
Yes, I think mindfulness practice should be taught in college because it's a simple yet effective way to manage stress. Many students struggle with pressure from assignment, exam, and personal challenge. Learning mindfulness can help them stay calm, improve focus, and take better care of their mental health. And it's a useful skill not just for college but also for future work and daily life.
For me, yes, from my perspective as a student, I wholeheartedly believe it should be, firstly, understanding the actual biology behind it, like how it helps activate the parasympathetic nervous system to lower heart rate and reduce stress, makes so much more impactful. It's not just a vague concept, there's real scientific basis for why it helps with emotional regulation and reducing anxiety. Secondly, as my own experience shows, even if you start off struggling with distraction, consistent practice really does build this skill. College is a high-pressure environment, and giving students practical tools like mindfulness breathing can genuinely help us manage academic stress, improve focus, and develop essential resilience for both our study and life beyond graduation.
Me, my answer is yes, because mindfulness breathing should be practiced in university or any college because it can help more students to learn how to control their stress, reduce their stress, their anxious, and how to overcome their overwhelm. It's also good to practice this because students can take care of their own mental health, same as like FHC, and this simple skill can make lots of change among students to on how they handle their stress in their daily life.